What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my studios once again. So I wanted to talk to you all about what I thought about my boy Future Boy Hugh's video on the Street Fighter reboot and how they can elevate the characters before making a tournament happen. And so it really got me thinking about the Street Fighter Assassin's Fist film that came out years ago, and it's one of the banger films ever made, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a good score. So it really got me thinking, if the ones that made the Street Fighter Assassin's Fist movie, what if they actually ended up making the actual Street Fighter film as a whole? And so we already got a new director for Street Fighter reboot, but I'm saying is that if we can make a movie based on Ryu and Ken and Goken before the actual tournament starts, like the origins of how these two characters came to be, right? Because when we were kids growing up, we used to play Street Fighter 2 on the Sega Genesis and the arcades, and we didn't really know about these characters because they were just there, present, allowing us to play with them as characters while trying to beat Bison in a game. But at the same time, we really don't know about these characters until all of these animes, comics, documentaries, and all of the films that quote unquote tried to explain to us who these characters were, but failed at it at the same time. Even Raul Julia's performances as Bison, he went out pretty much sad in my opinion because he was battling stomach cancer before he passed away. Only reason why he took on the role is because his kids were really into Street Fighter at the time. So they thought of him as Bison, and he was like, you know what, I might as well just go and play with him. Well, and play Bison anyway. And he did a good job playing the character, but the whole movie as a whole was one of the biggest downgrades of it because of how bad it was written. And the action scenes were pretty just terrible. And Jean-Claude Van Damme was high as a kite filming Street Fighter film. But at the very least, though, I would like to think that if we could just have the reboot focus on Ryu and Ken and Goken, have them train and work extra hard in order to develop these characters since they were children, and we can have Akuma be the big baddie, pretty much the final boss in the Street Fighter reboot. And once Ryu and Ken ended up defeating Akuma, they could pretty much go on and compete in the Street Fighter tournament. So I just want to make that thought. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below.